Hey everyone, and welcome back for another deep dive. Today we're exploring the world of credit repair with Credit Repair Masterz, a podcast all about helping people unlock their financial potential. Oh, cool. And what stood out to me was their approach to credit as more than just like a number, you know? They see it as like a powerful tool.
Yeah. What I found fascinating was how they emphasize it's not just about fixing past mistakes.
Right.
But, it's about building a brighter financial future.
Yeah, and I love how they define credit repair as a process of identifying disputing errors on your credit report to rebuild your financial reputation.
That's a really great point. Rebuilding your reputation.
Yeah, I like that. It's not just about erasing the past.
Exactly.
It's about actively shaping your financial future. But why is this financial reputation so crucial?
Well, think about it this way. A solid financial reputation can be a total game changer.
Okay.
A good credit score can often mean the difference between a 4% interest rate on a mortgage and a 7% rate.
Oh, wow.
Over the life of a loan, that could save you tens of thousands of dollars.
Whoa, that's a huge difference. Okay, so now I'm really curious about these so-called myths they debunk.
Yeah.
Let's dive into those. The first one they tackle is credit repair is illegal. Is there any truth to that? I mean...
It sounds kind of shady.
Yeah, it does sound a bit shady.
It's a common misconception, but it's completely false.
Okay.
The Fair Credit Reporting Act, or FCRA, actually gives you the legal right to dispute inaccuracies on your credit report.
Okay, that makes me feel a lot better. So it's not some underground operation. It's actually protected by law.
Exactly.
What about the myth that all negative items can be magically removed? That one seems too good to be true.
You're right to be skeptical. Legitimate credit repair focuses on inaccuracies and outdated information.
Okay.
Let's say you had a late payment from 5 years ago that's still dragging down your score. If it's accurate, it'll stay there until it reaches its legal removal time, usually 7 years.
Okay.
But if it's an error, you absolutely have the right to dispute it.
So honesty and accuracy are still paramount. You can't just wipe the slate clean.
Right.
But you can make sure it's reflecting the truth.
For sure.
Now, here's a myth I've heard a lot. You can fix your credit overnight. I mean, come on. If it were that easy, everyone would have perfect credit.
I wish it were that simple. While you might see some initial improvements within a few months, real lasting credit repair takes time and a strategic approach.
It's like building a house. You need a solid foundation and a well-thought-out plan.
That's a great analogy. And it makes sense. Anything worth having takes effort and patience. Okay, last myth they debunk is DIY is the best way to go. Now, I'm all for being resourceful, but is it really that simple to fix your credit on your own?
Well, you can certainly dispute errors yourself.
Yeah.
There are benefits to having an expert on your side.
Okay.
Think about it like this. You could probably change your own oil, but a mechanic will have the experience and tools to do a more thorough job and spot potential issues you might miss. I see your point. Sometimes professional guidance can be invaluable, especially when dealing with something as important as your credit. So we've tackled the myths.
Yes.
But what I'm really excited to hear about are the real, tangible benefits of good credit.
Yeah.
What does Credit Repair Masterz say about that?
They highlight some really exciting possibilities.
Nice.
First and foremost, good credit often leads to dramatically lower interest rates,
Yeah.
which, as we discussed, can save you a fortune over time.
Yeah, imagine being able to buy your dream home sooner because you're not drowning in interest payments.
No,
Okay, so lower interest rates are a major plus.
for sure.
What else can good credit do for us?
They also talk about how a strong credit profile opens doors for business opportunities.
Oh, interesting.
Think about it. If you have a great business idea but need a loan to get started, lenders are much more likely to trust someone with a proven track record of responsible financial behavior.
That makes sense. A good credit score is like a vote of confidence from the financial world.
Exactly.
So for anyone dreaming of starting their own business, good credit could be the key to unlocking that potential. I love how this is shifting my perspective on credit. It's not just about avoiding debt. It's about opening up a world of possibilities.
Absolutely.
And speaking of possibilities, they also delve into how good credit can be a powerful tool for wealth building.
That's a great point.
Now, that's something I'm really interested in. How exactly can good credit help you build wealth?
Well, for one, it can give you access to lower interest loans for investments,
Okay.
like rental properties or even starting your own business.
So it's not just about managing debt.
Right.
It's about leveraging credit strategically to create more opportunities for growth and financial freedom.
Exactly. It's about shifting your mindset from fear and limitation to possibility and abundance.
I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we'll take a quick break and we'll be right back with more from Credit Repair Masterz.
It's fascinating how Credit Repair Masterz challenges us to rethink our relationship with credit. They emphasize that it's not just about big purchases or investments. Good credit can impact your everyday life in surprising ways.
Now that you mention it, I've heard whispers about credit scores affecting things beyond loans. What else does it touch on?
For instance, did you know that many insurance companies use credit-based insurance scores to assess risk?
Wait, really? So my credit score could affect how much I pay for car insurance or homeowners insurance?
It's not always talked about, but it's a significant factor in determining your premiums.
That's wild. Why haven't I heard about this before?
It's one of those things that often flies under the radar. But a better credit score can potentially lead to lower premiums, saving you hundreds of dollars each year. It really highlights how interconnected our financial lives are.
I'm starting to see a pattern here.
Yeah.
Good credit isn't just about getting loans. It's about creating a ripple effect of positive financial outcomes across all areas of your life.
Right.
It's like a key that unlocks a whole network of benefits.
That's a great way to put it.
And beyond the tangible savings, there's also the peace of mind that comes with knowing you have a strong credit foundation. It can reduce financial stress and empower you to make more informed decisions.
Absolutely.
I can definitely see how that would be empowering. When you're not constantly worrying about debt or juggling bills, you have more mental space to focus on other important things in your life.
Exactly. It's about achieving a level of financial stability that allows you to pursue your goals and aspirations, whatever those may be. Whether it's traveling the world, starting a family, or pursuing a passion project, good credit can help pave the way.
This is all incredibly inspiring. But before we get too carried away with the possibilities, I think it's important to address the potential downsides. Are there any risks or pitfalls associated with credit repair that we should be aware of?
That's a great point. While credit repair can be incredibly beneficial, it's crucial to approach it with a healthy dose of caution and realism. One potential risk is falling prey to scams or unethical credit repair companies. Unfortunately, there are companies out there that make false promises or engage in practices that can actually damage your credit further.
That's terrifying. I can imagine people feeling vulnerable and desperate for a quick fix, making them easy targets for these shady operators. How can people protect themselves from these scams?
Due diligence is key. Thoroughly research any credit repair company before trusting them with your sensitive financial information.
Okay.
Check online reviews, verify their credentials, and make sure they have a proven track record of success.
So don't just jump at the first flashy ad you see. Take the time to investigate and make sure you're working with a legitimate and reputable company.
Exactly. Another potential downside is the temptation to overextend yourself financially once you see those credit scores improve. It's important to remember that good credit is a tool, not a license to spend recklessly.
Right. It's easy to get caught up in the excitement of having access to more credit.
Yeah.
But using it responsibly is key.
Yeah.
It's like being handed a powerful tool. You need to learn how to use it safely and effectively.
That's a great analogy. Building a solid financial foundation takes time and discipline. It's about making informed decisions and creating sustainable financial habits that will benefit you in the long run.
So it's not just about fixing the numbers. It's about developing a healthy relationship with money and credit.
Precisely. It's a holistic approach to personal finance that goes beyond just improving your credit score. It's about taking control of your financial destiny and building a brighter future for yourself.
The Credit Repair Masterz episode talks a lot about achieving financial freedom. What does that actually mean, and how does credit repair fit into that bigger picture?
Financial freedom is a concept that goes beyond simply having a good credit score. It encompasses financial stability, independence, and the ability to pursue your passions and live life on your own terms.
It sounds like a dream come true, but I have a feeling it takes more than just wishing upon a star to achieve that level of freedom.
You're absolutely right. It takes a combination of factors, including smart financial planning, budgeting, saving, investing, and yes, building and maintaining good credit. It's about creating a solid financial foundation that supports your goals and aspirations, and having the financial security to weather unexpected storms and pursue the things that truly matter to you.
Financial freedom is a journey, not a destination. And while credit repair can be a valuable tool along the way, it's just one piece of the puzzle. This has been an incredible deep dive into the world of credit repair. We've explored so much, from busting common myths to uncovering hidden benefits and potential risks. Now let's shift our focus to the practical side. What does Credit Repair Masterz recommend as a starting point for someone who wants to improve their credit?
They emphasize the importance of taking that first step, which is obtaining a copy of your credit report.
Okay.
It's like taking stock of your current inventory before embarking on a grand adventure. You need to know your starting point before you can chart a course.
That makes perfect sense. But let's be honest, looking at your credit report can be intimidating, especially if you're not sure what you're looking for. What advice would you give to someone who's feeling overwhelmed by this first step?
Don't be afraid to ask for help. There are countless resources available, including reputable credit counseling agencies, financial advisors, and of course, companies like Credit Repair Masterz that specialize in guiding individuals through the process.
Okay.
Think of them as knowledgeable guides who can help you navigate this complex terrain, understand your options, and make informed decisions.
So instead of getting lost in a maze of financial jargon,
Right.
you can have someone there to translate it all and help you make sense of it. It's like having a personal credit coach in your corner.
Exactly. And remember, knowledge is power. The more you understand about your credit, the better equipped you'll be to make informed decisions and take control of your financial future.
This has been an incredible journey so far. We've gone from viewing credit as this mysterious, often intimidating force to seeing it as a powerful tool that can unlock a world of possibilities. Now let's delve into some actionable steps and strategies for actually improving your credit. All right, so we're back and ready to get into some actionable strategies, for improving our credit. We've talked about the why. Now let's get into the how. What are some concrete steps people can take to start boosting those credit scores?
So Credit Repair Masterz emphasizes that once you have your credit report, the next step is to carefully review it and identify any inaccuracies. This is where things can get a bit technical.
Right.
But it's crucial to understand what you're looking at.
Yeah, I've looked at my credit report before, and to be honest, it felt like reading a foreign language. Where do you even begin to decipher all those numbers and codes?
Well, they break down the report into key sections like payment history, amounts owed, length of credit history, new credit, and types of credit used. Each of these factors plays a role in your overall credit score.
So it's not just about paying your bills on time. There's a whole ecosystem of factors at play. What are some common red flags people should look for when reviewing their reports?
Keep an eye out for any accounts you don't recognize.
Right?
Incorrect balances or late payments that, you made on time. Even small errors can have a significant impact on your score, so it's important to be thorough.
It sounds like being detail-oriented is key here. What happens if you do find an error? How do you go about disputing it?
The FCRA gives you the right to dispute any inaccurate information on your credit report. You can contact the credit bureau directly, either online or by mail, and provide documentation to support your claim.
So it's not just a matter of saying, hey, this is wrong.
Right.
You need to back it up with evidence. What kind of documentation would you typically need?
Things like bank statements, receipts, or letters from creditors can all be helpful in proving that the information on your report is incorrect. Credit Repair Masterz actually provides some really useful templates and resources on their website to help you through the process.
That's great to know. It sounds like they really equip their listeners with the tools they need to take action. But let's say you've reviewed your report, disputed any errors, and you're still not satisfied with your score. What other strategies can you employ to improve your credit?
They delve into several proactive steps, like making sure you're using less than 30% of your available credit,
Okay.
diversifying your credit mix, and becoming an authorized user on a responsible friend or family member's account.
Okay, I've heard about the 30% rule before, but I'm not sure I fully understand it. Can you break that down a bit further?
Sure. Your credit utilization ratio is the amount of credit you're using compared to your total available credit. Keeping this ratio below 30% shows lenders that you're managing your credit responsibly and not maxing out your cards.
So it's not just about how much debt you have, it's about how much of your available credit you're using. That's a really important distinction. What about diversifying your credit mix? What does that entail?
Having a mix of credit types, such as credit cards, installment loans, and mortgages, can demonstrate to lenders that you can handle different types of credit responsibly.
It's like having a well-rounded portfolio, but for your credit history. And what about becoming an authorized user? I've always been a bit hesitant about that one.
It can be a useful strategy if done responsibly. Being added as an authorized user to someone's account with a good credit history can give your score a boost as long as they continue to manage the account responsibly.
So it's about aligning yourself with good credit habits and demonstrating that you're trustworthy in the eyes of lenders. This has been incredibly insightful, but I know some people might be feeling overwhelmed by all this information. What's the one piece of advice you'd give to someone who's just starting their credit repair journey?
Don't give up. Credit repair takes time and effort, but it's an investment worth making. Remember, your credit score is a reflection of your financial habits, and with consistent effort, you can improve it.
And remember, you don't have to go it alone. There are resources and experts available to help you navigate the process and achieve your financial goals. This deep dive into Credit Repair Masterz has been eye-opening. We've gone from busting myths and exploring the power of good credit to understanding the steps we can take to improve our own financial futures.
It's been a pleasure breaking down these concepts with you. We hope you feel empowered to take control of your credit and unlock your financial potential.
If a good credit score is a tool, what will you build with it? What dreams or goals will it help you achieve? Keep learning, keep growing, and keep building that brighter financial future. Thanks for joining us on the Deep Dive.